After a break of a couple of weeks, welcome back to Thinking Thursday, and just one guest this week, which is trainers representative on the board, Peter Harnden. But Peter, I gather we have a little bit of clarification about what you are or are not able to say, and we need to make it clear that you're actually speaking on your own terms, certainly not as a board director in anything that comes out in this Zoom. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. I'm here representing myself at this point in time as a greyhound trainer. Obviously, on this Zoom call, I'm not a representative of the board of Great Britain. I'm just Peter Harnden as a greyhound trainer.
Okay, well, I don't think anybody need panic that there's anything horrendous about to be said or done. It's just I just thought we needed a clarification on that. The obvious first place to start, very good friend of yours, colleague of yours, Anna Thompson, announced this week that she's leaving. We've had a bit of a chat previously. I think you've got a couple of views on exactly sort of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, Anna's one of the people who's tried to run the business properly and do everything properly, pay her staff properly. You know, she runs it as a business. She's VAT registered, and it's just too tough. You know, times are hard, and you know when you're paying your staff proper wages, as you should do, you start looking at these things and you start thinking to yourself, well, I'm not even paying myself that. So I think it was starting to get Anna down a little bit, and I think an offer came up that she could go and work and get those benefits as a trainer, what we don't get, as in sick pay, holiday pay, etc. And she jumped at the chance, and I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted because Anna's one of my mates, and we have a good laugh down there, me and Anna. And you know, there's a few of us which we will get on really well, and we have a laugh at the joke. And it's a tough old job, this, and if you haven't got people you get on with and you enjoy being around, it makes it even tougher. So I was gutted, but I was pleased for her as well. She's at an age that she hasn't got into the rut, which being a greyhound trainer can actually do, and she can go out there and get herself a good life and enjoy herself. It's not being a trainer. Yeah, we love the dogs and we enjoy the dogs, but it's not a good career, to be quite honest. I don't think.
No, it's such a shame again because I mean she's funny. She's got a lovely personality. She's attractive. She's young. She's in many ways exactly the kind of image that we would like to have for this industry, and we're losing her not so long after. And we're certainly not going to go down called Cole Perry young and attractive, because I don't think that would go down so well. But certainly popular, well respected, good at his job, enthusiastic, conscientious, all those attributes that we would want in a greyhound trainer. And we've lost him recently. And I don't know, I was talking to John Mullins recently. I'm not talking about John about to do anything serious, but he was saying that, you know, he's aware of other trainers that are, you know, contemplating the future. We have quite an old workforce anyway amongst trainers, do we not? And it's a slightly scary thought if we can't hang on to the younger people.
The problem we've got in this sport, Floyd, and I've said it, and I've had discussions with a few people about different things. We have got an old workforce, and we've got a lot which are very much got their own personal pensions, people about businesses, retired, and they're actually funding themselves being greyhound trainers with income streams from other areas. And it's not good for people like Anna who's coming into it and trying to make it as a business, because it's letting the actual sport of greyhound racing think that actually everything's okay, people can make a living, because you've got all these older generation which have been doing it and not really stand up and moaning, which actually we're not making a living. It's being supported by other income streams. So then you get Anna coming along, running it as a business, trying to do it properly, can't support it properly, and we lose them. And, you know, in Cole Perry, I mean, these are two really, really, really good, and I say really many times because they are really good people, and they are the future of the sport. And we can't keep the future of the sport like people like those. I hate myself being negative sometimes on these Zoom calls, Floyd, but I want people to understand quickly before it gets too late and stuff that, you know, we're getting to a bit of a crossroads where this sport goes one way or another, and people in positions that can make changes have got to wake up to it. You know, I get so much grief sometimes where people say to me, "Oh, you're negative, Peter." I'm thinking, yeah, because I'm on the real level, listening to people. You know, I went to Toaster the other day, and we all like Toaster, and so it's nothing to do with Toaster. It's just that that's where I stand and talk to other trainers from other areas, etc. And there's people really down in the dumps. You know, respected people where they're saying, "Oh, I don't know whether I'm going to carry on or not." I'm starting to question it and whether I want to carry on. And I think to myself, "Whoa!" And that's not Toaster. It's just that I've stood there at Toaster going for trial sessions these last couple of weeks, and you know, it gives you a chance to have a chat to people and you know just see how things are getting on. And it's just people from other areas coming along, and honestly, people are on a real downer.
Yeah, I want to go on in a little while on a slightly different angle in terms of Anna's leaving and the implications, or some of the implications for Nottingham, some of the other tracks. And just before that, the other point I was going to throw in there, you talk about being negative. I get that thrown at me as well. You know, oh, you're a negative. You're just talking the game down. You go, well, if I was kind of bought and paid for as a journalist, then I might be more positive because that's what people want you to say. But I can't do it. You know, I simply can't go out there and say, oh, everything's thriving, because it isn't. And it's so we carry that burden of trying to be truthful as best we see it. And anyway,
Floyd, I mean, I actually thought earlier on today, and I was thinking about things, and I actually had a chat to a stipendiary steward the other week, and you know, it gets that these stipendiary stewards aren't actually supposed to speak to me, which I find quite annoying. But they see things and we see things, and we're on about there's grant payments out there where you know you can get a grant to help you pay for things. And I look at the things and I think, imagine if you were working for Boots as an optician and you weren't getting paid enough, but they turned around and went, well, here's a couple of food vouchers to get your kids some food, or here's some vouchers to get some shoes on your feet, or, you know, help you decorate your house. You turn and go, well, why don't you pay me the right amount of money that I can feed my kids properly, or I can decorate my house, or I can look after ourselves properly? Yeah, you won't be saying, oh, I'm really grateful for that. Thanks very much. You're helping me do these things. We should be earning enough that these stipendiary stewards can walk around and see these kennels and turn and go, I know you've got enough money. I know you're being paid well enough. Either get that done, or I'm signing you off and you're not going to have a license. So you're either spending money on yourself and you're living a flash lifestyle, or you're doing this and that, because the money you're getting now, you can keep these kennels lovely and you can get them done right. Not turning up and saying to these kennels, well, we can help you with that. We can give you a grant for that. Lovely having a grant for things and helping out. But if people were paid a real good, decent wage in the first place, or a decent income in the first place, we wouldn't have to be going giving handouts out. You know, these handouts are lovely, and you know, we always turn around and say, oh yeah, it's brilliant, thanks very much. But when you look at it in the, you know, in the cold light today, you think, so, well, if we were getting paid the money properly and everyone was earning a fair amount, you wouldn't need these grants and these handouts, you know, because you'd be getting it done anyway. Because I'll guarantee you now, people in ground Mason, whatever they earn, they put back in. Anytime you get a bit of extra, you have a win, you win a few quid or something, you spend it on your kennels, you do stuff. And that's how ground people are. So they're not putting the money to one side and taking it out of the sport. Whatever they get, they're spending. So give them a bit more and they will get all these issues done, and the dogs have been cracking kennels.